And the bitches right over. I send the pictures right over. I send the pictures right over. Chat, what's up, baby? Can y'all hear me? How we shaking today? Let everybody roll up in here today. All right. Let's get the monetization going, man. Cause you already know you gotta get the chips. Live stream. They did us dirty. Trump did us dirty, bro. Trump did us dirty, bro. Trump, Trump did us dirty, man. Why? Hold on. Cancel. Why Trump do us so dirty, chat? Why Trump did it? Y'all should have known Trump was going to do us dirty. Y'all should have known. Y'all should have. Y'all know how Trump get down. Big dog Trump. Get a little bit of bullishness. He said, market ain't going nowhere. We got unfinished business to do with these tariffs. One of the guys in the J5 council made a great point about Tesla and the tariffs, right? YouTube, you could choose how you want to do this monetization. If you want to do fast, slow, you know what I'm saying? You could choose YouTube. All right, let's just go here to the live stream. Make sure that we live, baby. Do a little poll. All right, cool. I can hear myself. Mini bull trap. All right, let's do the poll. Bull run or bull trap? Bull run or bull trap? Bull run or bull trap? Start that poll, baby. I'm seeing some names up in here, man. I'm seeing some names, bro. We got a lot of big news in crypto. We're gonna get into the news, guys. Of course, yesterday I think we seen GameStop, right? We seen GameStop add cryptocurrency into that balance sheet there. All right, not sure why this is not working, but there we go. We seen can y'all not see me? Hold on. I gotta close some of these. I gotta close some of this stuff, chat. 1 second. Chat, we gotta close some of this stuff on my screen. I was doing a lot of different work and stuff. So chat, y'all gotta excuse me. I'm closing a lot of this stuff on the screens here, so we can be up and running, nice and fast. Let me get all this stuff out the way. My bad. Before I even started to go live stream, I was doing so much on this computer. My bad. All right, now we here. All right, so we had a lot going on as far as GameStop getting into BTC. We seen GameStop getting into Bitcoin and starting to add Bitcoin to their balance sheet. So you got to only assume from here on out, you'll start to see more companies getting into Bitcoin, adding BTC to the balance sheet. And like I stated in my short video a few minutes ago that I posted, I truly believe Bitcoin could be setting up altcoins through adoption. And not only Bitcoin, when we talk about adoption from a digital asset perspective, you're now starting to see a lot of these, big time entities, companies, hedge funds, whatever you want to call them, they're starting to get into the stablecoin market. So I wouldn't be I wouldn't be surprised if we start to see restaurants, you know what I mean? Maybe we start with something like Starbucks, right? Integrating stable coins, right? Stable coins first because they're actually pegged to the US dollar, the US stable coins, right? So it makes it easier for us to use digital assets, right? Digital assets wherever we go at, because there's always going to be that question: is there truly utility for Bitcoin, for for crypto, and I think the utility, frankly, sits with stable coins, right? If we can get stable coins integrated into businesses, your favorite restaurant, they don't got to be like Mickey D's or nothing, but it could be anything, right? I'm just throwing stuff out there, right? But once you see stable coins actually getting integrated, right, this is another step. Of adoption of digital assets in general, right? Just then we got Wyoming to launch state crypto issued stablecoins. So we are seeing stablecoins actually start to blow up, right? And completely night and day from the last house that was it the last version of the SEC that we seen. They were consistently going after stablecoins. They were consistently calling out Tether for not having reserves, for being a allegedly being a fraud and a scam, whatever you may think it is. But what you cannot deny is the fact that the stablecoins market caps continue to grow, which is a signal and a sign of adoption. And I wouldn't be surprised if we start to see a little brick and mortar businesses, maybe little fast food restaurants integrating, maybe something like Starbucks, because we know what they got. And I keep saying Starbucks because we know they got history with crypto and NFTs, but I wouldn't be surprised if you could pull up with your stable coins and just buy something within the next 6 to 12 months. It's really, really happening fast. And this is why a lot of people especially sidelines, are frankly afraid that, hey, if I miss this dip, I might be missing a generational dip, right? If I miss this dip, I might be missing a generational dip. Now, the news here is Trump just hiked the tariffs. I think I do have it here. Where he just hiked the tariffs. That's what he said.
And what we're going to be doing is a 25% tariff on all cars that are not made in the United States. If they're made in the United States, there's absolutely no tariff. We start first.
So one of my guys in the J5 Council made a great point that maybe countries will start to separate themselves from the U.S., right? As far as like actually buying U.S. made cars, right? Okay, you don't want to do business with us, you want to tax us, well then we don't buy your cars, right? And maybe we start to see the automotive industry, contrary to what many believe, start to struggle because not being able to diversely pick up those consumers or clients. But I think we've seen like he also putting 25% tariffs on anybody that's doing business with Venezuela allegedly. All right, so I mean, but on the positive side, right? This could be the pros of bringing those tariffs, on automobiles. So 25% tariffs on automobiles made outside of the U.S. But here's the thing: 100 billion projected in new revenue thanks to the auto tariffs strengthens America's manufacturing industry. So many believe that this actually will strengthen the manufacturing industry opposed to hurt it. I would love to know you guys' opinions on the comments. Like I said, I'm just kind of like giving y'all the news, right? I never knew this button here in the middle of I just found this out, guys. I just found out I had a button in the middle of my mouse that actually speeds up and slows up the mouse speed. I was always wondering, like, sometimes when I hit a click, my mouse speed just start going slow. And I just realized it's actually a button. It's crazy. I had this mouse. This is for a while now. I got it with the setup. And I never realized this button was here that actually controls the speed of the actual mouse, and I don't have to go to the mouse settings, right? Crazy, crazy. I never knew that was there. I'm sorry, I got a little bit off stage there, right? Breaking news just in: Ferrari to increase prices of 10% to offset president's tariffs. So now Ferrari, they still want to get that U.S. money, so they like, okay, y'all want to ride Ferraris, y'all gonna have to pay an extra 10%. I'm really interested to see how you guys view the current auto industry. Moving on to some positive news, we do have guns from the off the grid token. So this could really, really help the gaming narrative in crypto. We know gaming has struggled for a while, but we love gaming, right? We love and we want our gaming tokens to do very, very well. This could be another catalyst outside of just Grand Theft Auto that kind of helps the gaming narrative. And it's been heating up lately. And it's also helping the ecosystem of Binance, as Binance's ecosystem has been heating up lately. Love to see Binance ecosystem finally heating up. Just wish they would support more of the projects, the smaller projects. But it's great to see that the ecosystem here is heating up. So Gun by off the grid, the Gunzilla token will officially be being launched through the Binance launch pool. So for anybody that's excited about gaming, you know what I mean? That's something to look forward to as well. We do have Ripple and Chipper Cash joining forces to unlock faster, more cost-effective crypto enabled payments. So more adoption when we think about being able to use our digital assets in real world. I know nobody's gonna actually want to like use their crypto, but maybe you got stable coins and you don't really want to make the transaction through the bank. Soon we'll start to see very relatable companies and businesses starting to take those stable coins and just seeing the integration of not just digital assets, but even AI from within the last 6 months and how fast it's actually been moving, guys. It makes no sense. I was just talking to somebody today. I had an important meeting. And I was talking to a person that was in the pet insurance industry, which in actually the pet insurance industry just blew my mind, right? Just the numbers and the trajectory of it. But that's neither here nor there. And the funny thing is, cool story. I didn't even know that there was pet insurance out there, right? But you know, was talking about some to a person in pet insurance about investing, and they were just it's funny, right? Talking to normies, right? And it was like, well, really, I got into, these stocks, and, after they ran up, about a year ago, they ran up, and then the last 3 months, like, I'm down 50%, woo woo, and I'm just tired of the market, and just hearing normies complain about the market and actually blame Trump because they was like, I'm ready for things to go back up because the market was going up, but just seeing people invest, right, and to be fair, most of the investments we talked about were stocks because that's what they were invested in. But I did ask them about the question. I'm like, what do you think about crypto? Are you into crypto? It's like, I'm a little older because I think this person was like in late 40s. It's like I'm a little older, so I just don't think it makes sense for me taking on the risk of crypto. And didn't have nothing bad to say about crypto, to be fair. Said, I just don't know enough about it. I wish if I knew enough about it, I would be more comfortable. But, still caution it from putting that liquidity and cash into crypto, but intrigued enough to admit, like, okay, I'm not going to call this bad or call it a scam. I just don't know enough about it. And I think that middle age is everybody is not like us that's just every day in crypto, so we know everything that's going on in crypto, but you are starting to see people acknowledge it, and I think that's a step in the right direction when we think about adoption and when we do get QE, because it's crazy when we talk, the first thing the person said, I wish these rates would come down. I wish these rates would come down. And I was like, wow. It just blew my mind, the conversation. I wish these rates would come down. And then we talked about Trump and and Powell and stuff like that. But a lot of people wishing for the rates to come down, right? And yeah, I was talking about the housing market. So I had a beautiful conversation about the market to a person that's not in crypto, just a normie, very, makes well over $100,000 a year. And it was just interesting seeing their point of view of cryptocurrency when it did come across the table. So I try, guys. I try to talk to regular people in real life about cryptocurrency and just try to get the sentiment and come back to you guys and give you the opinions and things of that sort. I've been thinking about really since the YouTube, monetization and stuff has got a little bit slow. I've been thinking about really going back out there and doing my like straight GoPro videos, interviewing people, random people, and asking them about crypto. Guys, if y'all want me to do those videos again, let me know inside the chat, like and subscribe. So we did have a big day in crypto about news, but most of it's been depicted upon like stable coins, right? So, there we go with that there. Hopefully my internet here is not moving too slow. Sometimes Alright, so I guess we can take a look at the stock market, because speaking of Tesla was doing good. Stocks didn't do that well yesterday, but I mean, you're starting to see these weekly stock RSI crosses kind of like come across the board. Salute to my boy Vision. I heard him say something. He did a little bit of research on what happens actually when we do get confirmation above 20 here on the stock RSI on the weekly, and normally you see a move a 3 month move. So normally when you get these confirmations on the stock RSI, whether it be a stock, whether it be whatever, crypto, you usually get a 3 month move. But I mean, these are weekly charts. So you got to go on tokens that have enough information, guys. This is not no pump fund. You're going to pull up the weekly chart on a pump fund shitter. Come on, let's be real. All right, so we'll just. I don't think the stocks, right? The stocks doing pretty good today. I guess we check out the QQQ, check out a few things, and then guys, again, let me know in the comments here. Got that stock RSI cross here on the QQQ. We'll also check out the. Check out Nvidia. Nvidia did get rejected, still in the downtrend. So a little bit of mixed emotions here with the stock market. Right, a little bit of mixed emotions. Let me see if I could check something else here. Oh, this is what I'm looking for right here. The NQ, NASDAQ mini futures. No, I don't think I was looking for that. Oh, here it goes. The NDQ. NDQ. All right. We get no stock RSI crosses, but no confirmation just yet, right? So do understand that we can get rejected, right? This is not like, oh, we got stock RSI crosses means we going up. No, that's not what that means. Please don't start. That's not what that means. I think there's more uncertainty than anything. I seen a critical post from Virtual Bacon, and he said he was consolidating his portfolio from 30 to about 5 cryptocurrencies, and I agree. I've been talking about that for 2 weeks, and it makes no sense in an area of uncertainty to have so many different crypto coins, because if we do go in an area of uncertainty where we hit a recession or go into a recessionary environment, you will get wrecked. I ain't saying I will, because I didn't consolidate in my portfolio, but going into a recessionary environment with 30, 40, 50 tokens, it's not the best feeling. I'm telling you, it's not the best feeling, especially if they not blue chips. We got 24 people in here. Make sure you like and subscribe. All right, let's get into some of these comments. I've been talking for a while. I want to actually get into some of the comments to see how you guys is doing here. What up, Carlton? Like the burn. Need some good AI plays. Billy mentioned one yesterday. Man, there's some good AI plays out there for sure, man. I told you guys, like, I'm really doubling up my research and my capital into blue chips, and I really like Tao. The more and more I do research on Tao, the more it reminds me of Google in its early stages. I believe like we're gonna look up 10 years from now and see some of the things that's gonna be built on Tao, and it's literally gonna blow a lot of people's minds. So big fan of AI. And speaking of AI, part of with that conversation that I was having earlier, right? The person also said like they love AI. This was a person almost, almost in their 50s saying they love AI. They love using AI with their business. We even talked about automating things through their business for emails and Google Sheets and stuff like that. So like it's good to see that people see the same thing that I see with AI, right? And how I believe if you're investing in AI now, you're positioning yourself to be extremely wealthy in the next 5 to 10 years. Arc M. I don't think I ever heard of this one. Background music, please. Oh, season. I had to start playing the background music, man. It signaled the top. When I was rapping, it was like bearish because it was signaling in the top. AOKG. Neither millions goat shit. Everyone voting on Bull Trap is just mad that they sold the bottom and it's going up. Crypto Bialis is that what you think? I haven't even checked the poll. Let me check the poll. What's it? 50%. Oh, y'all are bearish. 59% Bull Trap. Are y'all bearish today? Are y'all bearish today? Integration with stablecoins is awesome news. The payment sector is going to go crazy down the road. Start doing your research on those cream. Yeah, Buckeye. I couldn't say it better, bro. I couldn't say it better. I agree 110%, man. Like you're already seeing like digital assets through, like you said, payments being incorporated, right? And they'll soon be in everyday restaurants, everyday businesses that we walk in each and every day. Right now, it's like you said, preparation. And I even think that you can earn passive income through just holding stable coins on some of these exchanges. Jay Flick, what up? Chipotle sheets on GameStop. You can already pay with crypto through Flexa. with patents in every state. That's what's up. I know they were doing a lot of stuff with crypto, Buckeye. I didn't know if they were already Chipotle anyway. I know Starbucks was, but I didn't know Chipotle. Then you got some people saying Chipotle is going out of business. So I don't know what's going over there with Chipotle. We got 38 people in here, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. A little bit of chop today in the market, but we got to expect that. We got GDP coming out, numbers coming out. I don't know if it's tomorrow. We got CPI, PPI. You know how you get down. I've done it before, so I get it. You sell and you want it to go down, you buy. Crypto analysis. That's actually a good point, right? I was talking crazy. I got to refer back to the conversation because it's like I'm talking to someone that makes well over $100,000 a year, right? And that's in the pet insurance industry, lucrative industry, guys. Made me even do research in it. Now, the thing is, right? This is the thing, right? And I found myself saying that in a conversation, crypto mealysis. I said, it was like, so how do you feel about the market? I'm like, I want the market to chop around for a while and even go down. I'm on the side where I wouldn't mind it crashing. I wouldn't mind being able to buy as much crypto now as all of this bullish news is coming out, right? And they're just giving us a chance after chance to fill our bags, right? To be fair, I'm not gonna be that person to be like, oh, if you're rich, the rich only get rich because they buy the dips. That's not technically how it happens, right? Unfortunately, everybody isn't rich and everybody can't consistently buy the dip. There's people out there that want to buy the dip, they just don't have the extra money. So we got to be fair when we talk about retail, right? You know what I'm saying? And salute to Crypto George, right? That's my guy. To be fair, I like his content, right? But I just couldn't agree when he said, oh, well, the rich people will only get rich and the poor stay poor because they don't buy the dip. Well, the poor wants to buy the dip in some cases. They just don't have the money to buy the dip based on this restrictive environment that we're in, right? Now, of course, everybody has work ethic, and then depicted upon your work ethic will depict upon your results. I'm not saying that. I'm just speaking from a general reference, right? But I am on an avenue where I wouldn't mind things going down or chopping around where I can get as much of these bags filled up because some of this adoption and the integration of these stable coin and news is just, and AI, man, is really, 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 really telling me that it don't got to be this cycle, maybe next cycle. I don't care, right? But I think we still can make a lot of money in crypto. I don't think like the crypto dream is dead. I still think we can make a lot of money in crypto, man. I really, really do. I really, really do. Market showing signs of strength because it did not fluctuate much after announcement. Yeah, it is, right? I was looking at BTC and I was like, okay, BTC is still holding 86,000, 87, and ETH is still holding 2,000. So the market at this point is really starting to call Trump's bluff. It's like, okay, you've been mentioning this tariffs, but you haven't really initiated anything. We want to see action. Because if you're not going to give action, we might as well buy the dip now, right? And that's what smart money is doing. It's institutions doing. The only thing is that is retail rich enough right now to buy crypto? When I say rich, not technically rich, but do they have the extra money to play in the crypto game? Because crypto is a game where you need to have money. You can't be broke as hell in crypto. It just doesn't work out. Scroll, mine changes the scroll speed. Okay. Yeah, it changes like the speed of the mouse when I bears until we see Bitcoin over 96K. Well, I'm not gonna disagree with that. I'm not gonna disagree with that. You sound like Vision though. Sound like you going off what Vision is saying, right? I think Vision was saying that on one of his live streams. You look at maps, buy mandatory that gives you max returns on LP. So I want to know what you think about it. I want $1 XRP. Yeah, that'd be nice. Trap. ETFs expired. Could dump. Amelia bought some RSR. Oh, you bought some RSR. So you bought some on crypto.com, man. What was your selling point of RSR? I think RSR, man, is really one of those tokens that when we talk about US made and you know what I mean, crypto reserve and all that nice stuff that's going on with the market, man. RSR is looking really good here on the weekly. Not yet confirmation, but we do got the stock RSR cross. RSR, man. So, and I'm gonna be real, right? RWA narrative this thing is like as close to the floor as possible, man. If you got extra money, not financial advice, if you got extra money and you're not doing research on RWA plays right now, I don't know what to tell you. Like it's easily probably going to be the top three narrative. Not going to say the biggest, but three narrative as far as liquidity. You can already start to see the TVL rising in the RWA market. So if we just go to all protocols in RWA, you can already see that the TVL here is starting to like gigasyn. So this is a direct reflection of the liquidity that's starting to go into RWA tokens. Y'all know I like Rio, I like RSR, I like DAG, Constellation. Somebody put me onto a project yesterday in this live stream called White Rock. That's interesting. And you know, I'll be doing more research on some low caps, but I don't think you can really play around with low caps in RWA because in RWA you need real money. If you're going to tokenize stocks, wine, you can't be 1 million, $2 million market cap, man. I gotta be real with y'all. So RWA tokens, don't be afraid to buy RWA tokens that have high market caps because we don't truly know how high these RWA market caps will go. Don't try to be cheap with the RWA narrative because there's no possible way. It's kind of like investing into a layer one or a layer two that's sub $10 million market cap. From my experience, they normally don't do well. I've invested into Maze, I've invested into Big Rock. They all got potential, right? But you got to have money. You got to have real liquid money if you building a chain, right? So this is why I wouldn't be surprised if you see something like Google, Tesla, Amazon drop their own chain, like we seen from Open AI, like Sam Altman. They got WorldCoin. It doesn't make sense for Google or to drop a Google coin on Solana. They got enough money. If you ever use Gemini 2.5, you see how great the AI are. You know what I'm saying? They got enough money to make their own chain. They don't gotta launch on Solana. So when you see these companies like Google, Amazon start pushing out their own blockchains, that's when you know it's real. The thing about it is you need to get in before before stuff like that happens. Because if we buying crypto now and stuff like that happens, it's going to raise the in market cap of the total cryptocurrency market cap, and then everything starts rising because everybody's trying to buy these plays based on narrative and getting into crypto and wanting to become a crypto millionaire. But the integration of these stable coins in the news I've been seeing with the adoption of adding Bitcoin to the balance sheet only tells me that in the future we gonna see something like Amazon, Google, Tesla dropping their own blockchains. You want to be in crypto before that happens. You want to be in crypto before they get in crypto, man. Right? So it's the same way the Bitcoin maxis thought. I need to buy Bitcoin before institutions get in. So when they get in, they pump our backs. This is the same mindset we need to have with some of these AI coins, some of these crypto reserve coins, some of these USA based coins. We need to be getting these coins now before the big dogs get in. And in some cases, they already getting in. Velo will outpace H bar, XRP, XLM on the way up. That's my opinion. Well, I don't want to really pit cryptos against each other, man, and saying what crypto will outpace what crypto. It really doesn't matter, right? They all can do well in their own season, right? It's kind of like human beings. We all got our own seasons. Your season might be different from my season. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter which one outdoes which one. Which what matters is if they do well, right? They all do well. That way we don't gotta constantly put each other against each other. That's the problem with crypto. We constantly going against each other when we really need to come together and be like, hey, how about we just all buy this token? You know what I mean? Just imagine if everybody bought one token. That would be crazy. It sounds like you have more than 10 tokens. No, how does it sound like I got more than 10 tokens? Bro, I don't understand how it sounds like I have more than 10 tokens. Hey, brother, you check on White Rock. It's still rocking. Yeah, I looked into it. Big boys only buying BTC, only speculation on altcoins. Man, it's hard for me to believe it's only speculation, man. It's hard for me to believe that. It's hard for me to believe that Crow just partnered with Trump and they don't got no Crow tokens. You know what I mean? It's hard for me to believe that these dudes in pictures and stuff with the government and some of the SEC is on board allegedly with some of these projects, and no institutions is buying altcoins. They just buying Bitcoin. I really doubt that. I really doubt that. Cause you talk about so many. I don't know, man. The only coins you see me making videos on is Jasmine, Tau, and H bar. You don't really see me making any videos on anything else but those three tokens. Those are the only three tokens that I've been making videos on my YouTube channel. Now, do I trade? Do I trade tokens? Bro, I'm full-time Web3, dude. I don't have a salary job outside of this shit, bro. I ain't out here working when I'm off stream. Yeah, I trade tokens and I might short-term hold a token. I might hold a token for 3 to 6 months and take profits maybe at a 5x, 10x. But I don't hold 30, 35 tokens, bro. That's crazy. I mean, what do you think about Zebek? And what is the best AI crypto in your opinion? The best AI crypto, in my opinion, is Tau. I just said that. I'm gonna keep saying that. There's no other better AI play than Tau. And I have my Tau staked into subnets within the ecosystem. Tau is the best AI coin. There is no other AI coin. Real tokens are literally dollars. They just print them. Yeah, you see that, right? They just print. They just minted what 70 billion tokens. Man. Yeah, you'll know when I'm back to like mid caps, traded mid caps, or in having different tokens. Like I held Rye, I held Gatsby, I held all those tokens, right? And then I also sold those tokens at the top. Yeah, bro, I ain't got nothing else going outside of crypto. It's bad. No, I'm just messing with y'all. Don't do that. Don't do that. There is no second best AZ. I don't know, man. Maybe I mean some people say near protocol is the second best, but I like Tau because I've done research within Tao's ecosystem, and I've also looked into the subnets, and I also see some of the things that's being built on within Tao's ecosystem, and it reminds me the early stages of stuff like virtuals, where you can get into this AI infrastructure platform, and all it takes is for a few projects within the project to do well. Similar to what we seen in ETH in 2017. What happened in ETH in 2017? We had the ICO boom where everybody was launching Ethereum tokens, and Ethereum went absolutely crazy. What happened during meme season? Everybody was launching a meme coin on Solana, and Solana went absolutely crazy, right? Virtuals. Everybody was launching an AI agent on virtuals, and virtuals went absolutely crazy. So a lot of this tech, if you do the research on some of these subnets, and like this is not like me being biased or anything, but this is some, these are real projects, bro. This is not like, you know, buying something. I mean, literally, I bought Data Universe at a $900,000 market cap. Look at the market cap now. It's $5 million market cap. The price has only went up since I bought it. I own 3 Tau subnets, and I probably should hold more. Shoots. When I first talked, go look at the video. When I made the video on YouTube, how to buy Tau subnets, and go look at the market cap of Shoots. It's 30 million. And this is the thing, chat. My Tau is growing, and nobody is talking about these subnets. Yet I got a 5x, 3x, and some more shit here on Tau, and nobody's talking about it. What are you going to think when everybody starts talking about these subnets? Because these subnets are, in retrospect, to be real, these subnets have, since I bought them, the ones I hold and some of the ones I even don't hold, have only went up. And I've sat here and watched this shit. And guess what? I'm on X. No one's talking about it. Everybody's still talking about the trenches. Yet I could see it's like if Tau price wasn't going up and you seen the subnets tanking. No, like look at Chute's market cap. I remember when this was like at what, an $8 million market cap? It's at a $30 million market cap, and nobody's talking about it, chat. I literally got into Data Universe and made a video and told the chat and told the J5 Council why I was buying Data Universe. $900,000 market cap. It's not a $5 million market cap. And I've done nothing but stake my towel in these subnets. And I ain't got to worry about it crashing overnight 90%, bro. This ecosystem is so beautiful, man. I can hold me low caps and I ain't got to worry about 80, 90% crashes because this is real tech. Go look at the GitHubs, bro. I ain't got to sell this to you. It should be selling you because every time I come on stream, the market caps are higher. I'm not going to do nothing. I'm going to just sit back and let my tile subnets grow. I bought all infrastructure tile subnets, by the way. Besides maybe one, which is Dojo. And I'm probably up now like a 4x on Dojo. Which right here, Dojo is a premier infrastructure layer for human intelligence. So they're doing some things with like, it's like a medical, they're doing some things with like drugs and stuff like that. Legal drugs, right? You gotta do your research, but you see with the keyword premier infrastructure layer for human intelligence. So guys, I'm not trying to sell you Tau because like I said, my Tau goes into subnets I believe in, but just go do your research on Tau. Those are things Tau will be the next Bitcoin. Thank you. Yeah, man. I'm a big fan of Tau, bro. I'm a big fan of Tau. Big fan of Tau. Market going sideways. It said I got a nice bag of Zebek payment on Solana payroll, RWA, good team. Yeah, it was another project I was doing some research on, and it looks like they got some good partnerships. I forgot what project it actually was. They look like they got some good partnerships, and I actually want to do a little bit more research on these projects. Athena? I don't know about Athena. I never looked into that one. See, y'all give me projects. I don't know all the projects. I don't know all of them. I don't know all of them. He bought some RSR. Yeah, I don't know all the projects, man. Only some of them. RSR looks good, bro. RSR looks like it's ready to explode. Straight up, man. RSR looks good. Which other one? I talked about Rio, right? I think Rio looks good too. Aurelio Network. Yeah, this thing fell a lot, man. So it's like you getting down here. You like really you taking a chance, right? Because it could be catching a falling knife. But Relio, back in the day, was looked at as one of the top RWA projects. I got into Relio originally at 13 cent. I sold around 83 cent. Made some really, really good gains with this project back in the first RWA run. A couple RWA projects I actually did made some good bags on it. But you are getting stomped out right here a little bit at this moving average. You want to see you get above these moving average. And again, it's no rush to buy these tokens, guys. The thing you want to do now is just have a little bit of a list put together of things you're looking at. I know Peak is another like deep in RWA project. Look at that. You know, these are real good projects with good liquidity, man, and good backings. I know a lot of people talk about Plume, right? Plume is another big one that people talk about. Plume has been doing good. I wouldn't buy Plume right now. I'll buy the other two because I like buying at the bottoms. I wouldn't buy Plume right now. But yeah, some really good RWA plays out there. If you just, you got 25K, 50K, 100K, and you're looking for a really good blue chip RWA, I would look at something like Ondo, man. You know, Ondo's been on an only up trend, man. You see it, like it's been only up, only up. Stock RSI cross is sitting here hugging the trend line. So many good opportunities and so many good deals. The only thing is you don't want none of these charts to just fall off the map, man. That's the fear that we're at. Like we're at the point is like people are scared that we're gonna put in a lower high. People are afraid right now that we're gonna put in a lower high and kind of like fall off the map. So you know, we definitely are buying into like fear and uncertainty if you are buying. But if we do just rip out of here, you're gonna be happy that you took a little a little dips. I was telling y'all guys about DAG. I've been playing around with that ecosystem, getting used to the wallet and um man, oh man, DAG just gave you the goddamn stock RSI cross, man. How close are we away from a Lux Algo cross? Hold on, let's see. Oh, we already got it. We got it here, and we seen this move here. You got the these are weekly charts, by the way, for DAG Constellation. Man, this is a very, very bullish project. This is a very bullish project, and the moving averages are trending to the upside. It's riding our 21-day like a champ right now, still above this 50-day. Coming off a nice, good bull cross on the weekly. You can't get a better setup than this, man. You got a golden cross here on the weekly. You're hanging above the Lux Algo RSI stock. RSI did look good. Getting real close to a Cutler's cross as well. Nice setup here from Constellation, man. I'm not sure what's going on with Constellation, but this joint looks bullish. Bullish. DAG looks bullish. It was Axelar, AXL, man. They partnered with JP Morgan. They're interoperability, like cross-chain type of token. And I think that it's probably getting ready to finally move up out of here, man. Yeah, you're really close to this Cutler cross here as well. I mean, man, this like I'm saying, bro, some good blue chips out here. Good blue chips out here. Like you don't really gotta go and be no ultimate degen right now. You don't have to be the greatest degen of all time. You getting really good blue chips on sale. AXL, man. AXL. It's 2x just to the 786 golden pocket. Axelar, that's the name of this. So I added this to my watch list yesterday. They had some. I was doing some research on this, and they got some really bullish partnerships. I didn't even know they got all the like they partnered with some really big institutions, and nobody's talking about it. So I would also pay attention to AXL if you're into like solid RWA blue chips, man. I've been making a list of solid RWA blue chips. I'm not playing around. I know RWA is going to be big. What's that other one we used to look at back in the day? Galea Protocol? What was the ticker to Galea? Galeo Protocol. What was the ticker to this? I forgot. Wasn't they partnered with like LCX? OG low cap gem hunter, man. OG low cap gem hunter. We got 28 people in here. It's like they be shadow banning my streams or something, bro. I hate, man. I was about to say, let me be quiet. Cody? And just but I shall buy tablets to one coin spot. Bro, if Tao goes to what, 10 grand? I mean, you got 10 grand if you bought one at $200. I mean, it has the same exact tokenomics of Bitcoin, even has halving cycles, and is literally regarded as the number one AI play in crypto. because of the decentralized aspect. It's literally a beta play to open AI chat GPT, but it's open source, right? It's not closed source, it's open source, right? So what makes things better is that, excuse me, these how do you buy these tile subnets, Millie? Are they listed on CX or are you buying them the other way? Second time. I know you didn't just ask me that question. You literally commented on the video that I made, how to buy tile subnets. You literally commented on the video. So I know you watched the video. It's very simple. You buy your towel on crypto.com or whatever your centralized exchange is. You download you a towel wallet. I downloaded the BitTensor wallet. You link your BitTensor wallet to crypto.com. Then you send towel to your BitTensor wallet. When you head to the towel subnets, you can connect your wallet, right? You can connect your wallet to towel stats, and then you just purchase the token as if it was a DEX. Cody. Check out Cody. I hear a lot about it, man. I haven't done any research on it. I've done some research on a lot of coins, man, but I can't keep up with everything. Y'all guys do help me out with that. I do appreciate that. Cody has some information, man. Looks good, bro. Looks good. I'd rather buy these type of charts than I've done TA on Cody. What the hell is Cody? I don't even remember doing TA on Cody. Crazy. Doesn't look bad. What does Cody do? What type of token is it? I bought 5,000 peak with profits from a flip. I should have sold a lot. Yeah, man. I took my profits on peak because I got in when it launched. But I will be revisiting this, man. As soon as those bags come in like I want them to come in, and I recover from a few things, I will be buying some of these dips. I'll look at Sonic for you, man. No problem. Sonic the Hedgehog. I like Sonic too, man. I played around with the Sonic ecosystem before. I played around in the Sui. Sui's ecosystem is not bad either. But I also played around on the Sonic ecosystem as well, so. It looks like it's on its stairway up, man. It had a nice, good launch, dip. Had a chance to buy. It dipped again. Retested the lows. You got the moving averages trending to the upside. That's bullish. I would be looking for a rejection here on the daily though. With these wick candles is showing lack of strength. I would assume that the stock RSI is overbought. I didn't even have to really look. I could assume by these wick candles that the stock RSI is overbought on the daily. You got a stock RSI cross here, so you could at some point come down to retest these moving averages. You would like to see this hold either the 786 or at least the 21-day moving average here, confirming a bullish trend right to the upside. So you got the 50-day and the 21-day needs to hold this orange line. If it holds that orange line, technically, let's see here. 47 cents. So yeah, you want to see this thing hold 47 cents. You want to see it hold 47 cents. But Sonic, I think Sonic is going to do well. A lot of big names talk about Sonic. A lot of things being built on Sonic. Andre is very respected in the space. And I think a lot of people are going to be talking about Sonic. I thought I had it on the screen. My bad, chat. But I think a lot of people are going to take consideration of investing into Sonic, man. Andre is respected in the space. They have meme coins. They got everything they need to actually be successful over there on that ecosystem. And I hear like the fees and stuff go back into the projects being developed on Sonic, right? Or the developers, right? So the fees, if you develop a project on Sonic, allegedly, right? Don't quote me, but the fees are reinvested into the projects in some fashion. So separating itself from other blockchains, but very, very, very sought after blockchain. And wouldn't be surprised if Sonic has a bright future. Wouldn't be surprised. Teller? Now to the end of the bull run, only selling into USD, build up dollar bag. Yeah, man, it's like you don't need to have a bank these days, right? Now you can just put your money into stable coins and then stake the stable coins and earn some type of interest, right? ORD. I'm not sure what ORD is. I think Cody is regarding government contracts. Oh, that's a very, very tight narrative right there, right? Kind of like privacy. I think privacy tokens narratives is back, guys. We got to start looking at some privacy tokens because privacy tokens got absolutely giga-wrecked last cycle because of the laws and the SEC that's like on them. But they dropped they dropped the charges against Tornado Cash, and now we're back on for privacy tokens. So that's even a narrative that got beat up so bad. I wouldn't be surprised if we just see privacy tokens start to like 5x 10x some of the bigger ones because they got beat up so bad from the last laws in crypto. What's up with Venice token? Why does Eric Voorhees make a new token every bull cycle? I don't even know what Venice token is. Ain't small bag Sonic down ain't added. You want to see Sonic go down a little bit more? A real coin that's going to make gains is Jesus coin with only 1% of the supply on exchanges. Is that DCS? Did you change your name to just Jumper? Is that you DCS? Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. I think, oh man, the Bitcoin order, the maxis, bro. What happened to Bitcoin ordinals and everything, BTC, DeFi? The maxis wasn't having it. They didn't want all them scams on Bitcoin. Like Bitcoin is being respected as gold, digital gold, and there's really no like scams on gold. So they didn't want all, maybe people use gold to create things that may be a little bit scammy. That's another story, but they ain't want all them scams on Bitcoin, bro. Nobody want all that on BTC. We just want a whole BTC, bro. We don't need a whole bunch of people launching scams on Bitcoin. So I think the Bitcoin maxis didn't give them their blessings, and they wouldn't support these projects, and they didn't support Bitcoin DeFi. Talk to any Bitcoin maxi, they'll tell you they don't mess with Bitcoin DeFi, bro. They're not a fan of Bitcoin DeFi. They don't want that stuff on Bitcoin. Venice, you took off the DCS, okay. I make cinematic videos on my channel from a flight simulator called DC World. Hey, that's what's up, bro. I'm gonna have to check it out. Trump launched ETS with his partner in crime, Chris Crypto. Don't let Laurel. Don't let Nate hear you say that, bro. Don't let Nate hear you say that, bro. I don't know if this is a trap, but I don't believe anyone knows the floor anymore with everything that's changed with institutional influence. Yeah, I think our floor is a little bit higher than it was last cycle, though. I don't think we go back to 15K, guys. I don't think we'll ever see Bitcoin 15K ever again unless a quantum computer hack happens. I don't know if this is a trap, but I don't believe it. This man said, "Giga, yeah, bro. If you heard those BTC coins, if you still holding those, you got giga wrecked. You got giga wrecked." Is Monero back, chat? Oh no. Is Monero back? Is Monero XMR, right? Is XMR back? Yeah, bro. Privacy tokens been sending. I didn't even have to look, bro. I didn't even have to look, and I knew privacy tokens was sending. I didn't even have to look. I could just go off the fact that Tornado Cash got their case dropped, and now you're seeing, bro. This is what I'm saying. Like Monero is probably about to send because it's been so suppressed, guys. People don't understand. Like when they suppress these tokens, they move. It's already up 100%. This is crazy. It's already up 2x. Yeah, this is probably gonna send, man. And the chart is bullish. This is the weekly chart, by the way. It is bullish. Monero is bullish, bro. I ain't even gonna cap. Bullish. Man, when they suppress these tokens, hold on. Yeah, anyone. Let's check out anyone, man. I had this on my list. This is not the token here. There we go. Any one token. Any one protocol down 83% on the year. It's literally 41 cents. Damn, this shit is at a $32 million market cap. Well, like my boy Hall of Fame said, it's still lower than what I was when I got out. So I can't be mad that I got out, right? And he was right. He's like, Millie, you can't be mad because it's lower than when you sold, bro. So you technically it was good that you did sell. But this is another privacy token, chat. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised if we see like Monero like starts gig ascending. I wouldn't be surprised if you see this as a beta play to something like XMR. So yeah, like start putting some tokens, start putting like a list of narratives and then add tokens under the narrative. And that kind of like help you out. Yeah, any one protocol, aka a Tor protocol, man. This thing had high hopes back in the day. I mean, what's up with you, buddy, and the best friend? I think BitBoy was allegedly like threatening somebody, a government official or somebody, and they wasn't going for that. Or they got all shorts on all them tokens, but what happened when they start taking those short profits? Gamma squeeze. Yeah, I think on Hyperliquid you can actually short meme coins. I think on Hyperliquid you can short meme coins. Jesus token. Jesus token. The floor holds so well with this token. Like you can't deny. This is actually a very when you see those moving averages tightening up. This is actually very. Nah, let me stop, man, because every time I say that, people be like, and then Jesus will move a little bit, and then the whales just sell off the whole profit dip. So doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad. I will say that. Doesn't look bad. I bet you got a stock RSI cross too, or you got one coming. Again, this is the weekly, guys. Weekly charts. Yeah, you got the stock RSI cross. No confirmation. Selling pressure is dying down though. Yeah, Jesus chart looks so strong, bro. I remember I was part of this pump here, man. This was made a bag with Jesus, bro. Salute to the Jesus community, man. They really looked out. Like this thing was sending, bro. This was the golden age. Can make some Jesus videos. Bro, can we get back to the golden age, bro? Can we get back to the golden age? Thoughts on Crow? I got you good, brother. I got you good, brother. Oh, Crow. I got you good, brother. Oh, Crow. Bounced out of that box, right? We had 9 cent. Stock RSI cross, no confirmation above 20. Weekly looks good. Crow is another token, man, that just it holds a good floor. So every time you get in this area, in this gray little area, you know, it's always been the best time to buy, right? It holds a good floor, right? You can say what you want to say about Crow, but it holds a good floor. It holds a good floor, man. Doesn't look bad. So that's what I'm saying, chat. So many stock RSI crosses on the weekly. Like, we got to go up. Try to tell y'all. No, I mean, you've been saying jumper. I don't think nobody ever really disputed the Jesus coin. I just think that the meme coins, just in general, just got hit up so bad that everybody just was like, bearish on meme coins. Anyone here been on the Jehibli hype last year, last day or so? Yeah, I just think that's hype. I've tried doing some things with Jehibli AI, like what earlier Earlier, I made this video. I made this picture here with Jalebia AI. Um, oh, they won't even let me open it as a new tab. I don't want to really. Oh, well, let me actually. Can I minimize this? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I was playing around with Jahibli style, and I made this little Iron Man Doom. I was playing around with the little picture that I seen of Iron Man and Doom with the little Avengers movie, and I said, let me make this in Jahibli style and see how it come out. AI gave Robert Downey 3 arms. Like, what the hell? He gave him 3 arms. I told you, bro. I be in the trenches, man. I be in the trenches, bro. I be in the trenches, literally. Everyone threatening judges, bro. Dude was trying to cash in on his privilege card that day. Yeah, he shouldn't have did that, bro. He gotta stop moving like how he moving. I'm saying, like, when you in crypto, you already put a target on your head. So like just being like extra loud for no apparent reason, people ain't realized that just make it work. Everything depends on Bitcoin moving first, though. Yeah, hey, Bitcoin has to move, and then I believe Jesus is like the large part of its liquidity sits on the Ethereum, right? So it makes it largely looked at as a ERC20 token. I know they're multi-chain, but it is what it is. So ETH also has to do its thing too. Did Jesus coin dump on Easter? I don't think Easter has happened yet. It usually pumps around Easter. It usually pumps around Easter and Christmas from what I've seen on the Jesus chart. Crow moves like loop ring in slow motion. Loop ring was also an OG token that was supposed to be really, really good back in the day, right? Gamma squeeze. Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm not really bearish on Crow though. I don't know how you can really be bearish on Crow. I'm sorry for yawning, guys. I went to the gym earlier today and trying to get my energy back. Yeah, with the fact that Chris is linking up with Donald Trump, bro, how can you be bearish on Crow? There's no possible way you can be bearish on Crow. Even with the mint, it's like, okay, at least we know the mint is going towards the majority of it is going towards the Crow ETF. So they really literally, and this is the thing. And I'm gonna be fair for the community, right? If they really wanted to like pump the bags and like do something special for the community, they would have bought those tokens, them and all of their investors, they would have just bought the supply for the Crow ETF. I don't know why they ain't do that, bro. Well, of course, that's us being greedy, right? It's like, why don't they do that? Maybe it just didn't make sense, right? But in a perfect world, maybe in a perfect world, like we see sometimes when an exchange really want to list your token, they buy the supply, right? You don't have to pay them. They're like, okay, we're gonna buy this, especially if it's a really good CTO and nobody really holds marketing bags. They go and buy the tokens themselves. You know what I mean? In a perfect world, maybe they should have bought the tokens and then added them to a reserve, and that would have like prop the price up. It probably would. Like, we don't never look at it like, okay, what if we do that? And then the price props up and then everybody starts buying the token because they want to be part of Crow, right? It's like people only like to buy in crypto. People only like to buy when the chart is doing this, right? It's crazy, right? Because this is when people buy. People only want to buy when they know they got a chance of making money, even though historically and psychologically, we know when you buying up here, it's a good chance that what happens? This happens. This happens right here. When you buying at the top, this is what usually happens. All of this. So with that being said, it would have been interesting if they would have bought the tokens, how the outcome would have looked. If they would have just did like bought the tokens like how exchanges do, like how Binance does. Like when there was hype around Binance listing Jelly Jelly and Binance listing the token Pippin, like Binance was buying a token and it pumped it to like hundreds of millions of market cap. They did the same thing with Peanut, Moondang. right? And people were buying as Binance was buying. So it'd have been insane if they would have like bought the tokens themselves and Crow would have just did a massive green candle. That would have been crazy, right? I know, right? But unfortunately, that's not what happened. They minted new tokens. Ew. BitBoy Sugar Honey Iced Tea is funny. Everyone says he has mental health issues, maybe, but the old boy cheated on his wife, lost his company, and his wife and girlfriend by his side kicked out. Yeah, man, it's unfortunate, right? I'm not gonna like beat nobody down when they down, bruh. You know what I'm saying? But it is an unfortunate situation, and I just hope he gets his mind right, right, or whatever he going through, right. I don't wish that type of stuff upon nobody, but this is what crypto does to you when you're full time in crypto. Like if like we need help, bro. Like we something wrong with us because we doing crypto full time. Something wrong, bro. We need help. I could tell he was on drugs months ago. I ain't feeling sorry for him. He's plenty of chance to get together. Everything he has done is by choice. I'm not feeling sorry for him, but I definitely don't judge him. You know what I mean? I know many people that have made mistakes and have came back to be really, really good people. Sometimes that's what happens. Right? You make a mistake, you learn from it. Experience is the best teacher. You get up, you brush yourself off, and you move on. You become a better person, a better human being. And whatever he's going through, he's gonna learn something from it. And that's what sometimes you need a reality check in life. It happens, bro. You just need that reality check to slow you down. This right here, it's gonna slow him down. He needs to be slow himself down before he put himself in a far more worse position. So this is what that does. It's like a blessing in disguise. Soon as Chris and Trump got together, I bought it up last year. You said yeah. Tales of the Crypto said yeah. Fat boy is spiraling. Y'all so mean in crypto, bro. Crypto is so toxic, bro. I don't understand why y'all so toxic. What the hell is Tutcoin? Why y'all so toxic? I don't even understand that. Like, man, come on, man. Everybody shit stink. Ain't nobody in this chat, none of us, bro, including myself. No one's perfect. Everybody shit stink. You know what I mean? Like that's just real shit. Like, and of course, you make a mistake, there's gonna be consequences. You have to live with those consequences. Your actions, there are direct consequences to actions, whether they be good, bad, whatever. Yeah, man, we need to wash out the leverage traders. We definitely need to wash out those leverage traders. But yeah, but that's what happened on Hyperliquid. There was some drama around Hyperliquid. Like they were about to launch Jelly Jelly and Binance got involved somehow. And then they changed their mind and it dumped back to like a $19 million market cap, but it did like a wick to like 100 million or something crazy. Then they started like hunting the guy that was shorting it. Like, what is y'all? But Ben was pushing scams, then pretended to be a hero as he went in on SBF. Bro, really, real shit really is why there's so much toxicity around this stuff. I love the good side, but the bad is dark. Oh yeah, it's really dark, bro. It's really dark. It's really dark. And I found that out, once you get into like token creation and developing and having to talk to some of these back, the back end of crypto and make things happen, man, you find out how this space really operates, right? And I said I've talked about this like plenty of times, how, you know what I mean? Like my whole perspective. It's hard for me to be like, all right, so how can I say this, right? There's a lot of people in crypto that only cheer in a bullish hopium matter, and I get it. It like pumps our bags, but it's not realistic, right? When you see those people on crypto Twitter, like you wonder like how can they always be bullish? Most of them got Bugattis, live in Dubai, they're already rich. So the incentive is for them to continue to talk bullish on crypto because a lot of their capital is tied into crypto. So they're not going to say anything bearish, regardless if they know what happens, because they do know what happened. They in crypto longer than me. Of course they know what happened. They're not going to say it, right? Because it only makes sense for them to pump their bags. And technically, if you're in crypto, it only makes sense financially for you to be bullish, right? The thing about it is there's people that it's not about money with them. It's just about character, integrity, and doing the right thing, right? As a human. And unfortunately, that's not practiced in crypto because it's a thin line between investing and emotionally attached to your investment. And if you're not going to be emotionally attached to your investment, then why should ethics truly matter. And that's when it's like, as a human, you like, I don't know if I can get with that. Ethics don't matter. But some people just don't give a fuck. They like, fuck it, run it up. You know what I mean? I wish, you know what I'm saying? I'm built a little different, but I get it. I get it. Like you wonder why the people that don't care and emotionless, those are the ones that make the most money in crypto. That's why. They don't care. They like, they don't care. Most people won't learn about crypto unless they are somewhat invested in. Yeah, that's true. You know, I knew about crypto, but then I truly didn't go down the rabbit hole until I actually held crypto and bought crypto. That's when I was like, let me, you know what I'm saying? We always buy first and then we go do research. Why are we like that? It should be like school. Go do the research, take your test, graduate, and then start buying crypto. 22 bear market destroyed Bitcoin. He ain't never come back from it. Maybe this recent episode is a sign that we've hit max pain. Yeah, man. I mean, it's a lot of people that probably going through some stuff in crypto, bro. I haven't seen Chico Crypto make a video in like 6 months. All the people I used to watch, some they don't even really make videos. I've seen like some of my guys that were on YouTube. They don't even do YouTube no more. They just only do Twitter, and that's it, right? They kind of like made their money in crypto and they live in their life. Like the thing is, like BitBoy was actually an influencer. Like he was living his life as an influencer, so his life got consumed by crypto. Like when you're an influencer, and this is your main source of income, and you build your business around crypto. We're still like a new market, so it's hard to build a business around it, right? And even when you do, and you successfully do build a business around it, who's to know if it's going to be sustainable? Because we're still in the infant stages of this crypto thing. It's still new. It's still kind of weak, right? You ever see like a baby deer try to stand up and it can't really stand up on its own? That's crypto, right? Like the stock market is like the adult deer. We like the baby deer trying to stand up, and you got people building stuff around this baby deer, and the baby deer can't even stand up on its own yet. So when everything comes crashing down, it's like the law of what's the law of Murphy? I think it's the law of Murphy, right? Whatever goes wrong will go wrong. Yo, I hate when that happens. You ever had something go wrong and then it's like everything starts to go wrong after it? It's one of those laws. I don't know if it's Murphy. And down the leverage path, and that's what happens. I mean, we don't know his situation, guys. Like, come on, y'all, come on, y'all. We don't know his situation. Now the president of America scamming and his Mrs. Melania. Y'all buy crypto. I've noticed lately, like y'all still buy crypto. Y'all still like put money in crypto, but the overall sentiment of crypto is like even the people in crypto are like, yeah, we gonna get our money, but this is a scam. Like now, it's funny seeing people that's been in crypto because some of y'all OGs, like y'all been in crypto, and it's like y'all's coming to the reality, like, oh, all of this is a scam. It's crazy, bro. How can we grow if everybody is all in crypto? It's not even have confidence in it. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like we don't even got confidence in our own product. How we gonna get anywhere? Chat, let's be real. Hold on, let me move this out the way. Chat, let's be real. Chat, how we gonna get anywhere if we don't even believe in our own product? That's like trying to sell something and you don't believe it, but you still giving a pitch on it, but you don't even believe in it. How we gonna get to these price prediction and these price points that y'all be saying? Because we all buy crypto. That's why we here. That's why you watching this. You have crypto. You hold crypto. I don't know who watches crypto content and not invested. That's wild, right? Maybe trolls do that, but that's wild. But if we don't generally believe in this and we just think like, oh, this market's scamming, and we in crypto, we like you know what I mean? Like, y'all throwing me off. It's like, damn, how we gonna get anywhere if everybody that's already in crypto just viewing this as a scam? Like, where we going at, chat? Where we going at? This is where I was talking about from the grand scheme of things. Like, yeah, the market is choppy, it's going up and down, but it's like, I don't know if new money is coming in, right? I don't know if retail is coming in right now and buying and helping to buy our bags. I don't think retail really cares what Trump is saying. Most of them don't even like Trump. So they're not paying attention to Trump. It has nothing to do with Trump. It has everything to do with what y'all saying. They just think like, oh, if crypto not going up, it's a scam. Crypto is a Ponzi scheme. You got to get out into profit. The exchanges, scam projects is all okay, but I know it's worth shit. See, and that's what I'm saying. I've been seeing that a lot lately. Like people in crypto don't even believe in it. Sometimes you can see something good just from the outside view, but the devil is in the details. And there are so many. Also, the sentiment is so bad on crypto right now, bro. The sentiment is just shot. We are shot. We are cooked, bro. How we gonna get to 200K? I mean, Bitcoin gonna do its thing, but how some of these altcoins gonna rip, bro? If we don't even believe in it, yeah. As soon as it rip, y'all just gonna sell. When they think it's a scam, usually means it's the bottom every time. I'm with you, Jumper DCS. Like, what is going on, chat? Y'all think everything in Voyager, Celsius, all snake juice? Yo, we are cooked, bro. When everybody in crypto that's actually buying crypto don't believe in crypto, like, what? Where do we go from here? We are cooked, bro. We are cooked. Jumper, are we cooked? FTX crash was the bottom before that. Jumper, are we cooked, bro? I think Trump is going to try and make Trump coin like Bitcoin. He always wants to be the best. Why not have the best coin? Yeah, that's Trump for you, man. That's one of the reasons I don't truly believe that Trump is going to have this market looking so freaking ugly his first 100 days in office. What he got in January 20th inauguration? So are we counting the first 100 days from January 20th, right? Where would that put us, chat? 30 days. February 20th was 30 days. March 20th was 60 days. April 20th would be 90 days. He got until April 20th to get this thing rolling, bro. Or people are gonna really start questioning this stuff. He got till April 20th to get this thing rolling, or people gonna have questions. I personally believe in crypto, but I have always known that it's a Ponzi. 99% of the coins are rubbish. I'm here to make money, not fall in love with coins, Millie. I, I'm, I'm not agreeing with that second time, right? But if everybody just in the rush to take profits, like how high can we truly go? I'm like, think about the mechanics in a pump, right? Most pumps only last a few weeks, right? And if everybody's in a rush to just sell when this thing pumps, how are we going to go up? That just seems like so much selling pressure when you think about the market makers and everything that goes into buying pressure. It's just crazy. I run a side hustle selling wood decor, and sales are dead right now with a lot of small sellers. Market scared right now. The whole world market is uncertain. I might have to agree with you, MTV Cribs, and I was saying this a week ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, where people was hopping and saying, "Oh, Millie is bearish. Oh, Millie, you sound so bearish that you about to go get a job. I can't listen to Millie. He's talking about psychological operations and stuff like this." And I'm just pointing out that when I talk to regular people, they like, why would I put my money in crypto if it only goes down? So I'm not saying that we're not going to come, guys. We're going to come back. QE, we're going to come back, but I'm just questioning when it will happen, like the time frame, right? Like, I guess. It's crazy. We have several great comment though. MTV Cribs, W for you, man. And I'm loving the side hustle. By the way, I'm loving it. I love side hustles, man. Go get it, bro. Because whatever you're doing now to put yourself in the position, in the next 5 to 10 years, bro, it's gonna really pay off through delayed gratification. Appreciate the comment. It's crazy. We have several Black Swan events in 2022 that crashed crypto, but we've had nothing but bullish news, bro. It is crazy. We've had nothing but bullish news, and we just go down. We ain't cooked. No one has money to buy, which is exactly where the whales want you. Yeah, that's how it be, bro. That's how it be, bro. I think we just overextended ourselves. Right? And I'm speaking for myself, right? Because I was like, damn, I went full-time Web3. I had a question, man. Did I do it too early? Right? Because, like, I remember when money was just like, I never, like, within the last few years, I wasn't even thinking about money. Like, I already knew, like, money. Money, what is money? That's a paper, right? But the last 3 months, I've been subconsciously, like, thinking about money, doing things a little bit more. Like, I wasn't caring, right? I was just like, not saying I was irresponsible, but I wasn't just like, I'll go into a store and I'm not worrying about how much the groceries is. I'm like, okay, whatever it is, whatever it is. I'm not really tripping. But now I'm like, okay, I want to go in here. I want to spend $200-300. That's it, right? So now I'm a little bit more conscious of the money that I'm spending. So if I'm feeling like that, I know a lot of people, and just from me talking to people, it is what it is, man. Might be cooked, but I'm still here. I'm still bullish shit. The stock market is the same. Oh, well, at least you keeping it real about the stock market. TX crashed 15K bottom. No one had money to invest now. Same story. This is the bottom. The government starts printing money on tax day again. Jumper, I love your point of view, bro. I love your point of view, bro. W's in the chat for Jumper, bro. He really cooking right now. There's moments like this in this crypto game that separate the men from the boys. Esco, you are right. Gotta have big kahunas in crypto. People don't have patience on an investment, but steady ready to call something to scale. Uh-oh, the Bulls is fighting back. The Bulls is fighting back. The Bulls is fighting back, baby. That's what I love to see, man. Stand on it. I know everybody in the chat ain't talking about crypto just as what we are we fucking crazy or something? Like we just here knowing like we investing into so we just investing into scams now. Like, oh man, crypto. Fuck it. Like the government is pushing all of this stuff. Now that the government is pushing it, now it's a scam. It wasn't a scam before the government. Now y'all wow. Now today, there you go. Once they start printing Bitcoin, they need that tax money to leverage themselves with bonds. Hey yo, it's a bull trap. The thing about crypto is that it depends on what kind of money you got. Most people low on cash want the market to run when they want it to. If you have money, you're not stressing really as much. That W's for WY's mine, baby. That's true. I'm telling you, man, it's a rich person's game, bro. It's kind of like I'm telling you, it's a rich person's game. Like when you got a consistent income, stability, and you know you good, and you have no uncertainty as far as financial point of view, you're not really worrying about your investments, right? I just talked to somebody. Like they say, oh yeah, my investment's down. I'm not thinking about selling it. I just want it to go up, right? Right? You know, you know, you put 50K in something and it's down to 5K and that was your last 50K. Well, you not feeling like a person that got 300K and they put 50K and it's down to 5K. They like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's going to come back at some point. But if it's your last 50K, you like, bro, that was the money I put into crypto. So it's just perspective and situation. Trucking costs around the world tells a lot. Yeah, man. Everybody in the trucking industry in the chat, from what I've seen, has been saying like the business has slowed down. Not saying that I know y'all still getting money. Like truckers always gonna get money. It's kind of like in a way, a recession-proof industry, right? Because we need things to come in and out and deliver, however it works. But from the AOKG, and there's a couple other trucker cryptos, a couple other guys that have been saying that gold, the only safe asset, outpaced Bitcoin last 12 months. Yeah, it did. Like it's slowly been cooking BTC, right? When truckers are desperate, that's when you know it's the bottom. Good indicator. Great indicator, though. Great indicator, Jumper. Never be complacent about your bread, even when you're up like a MFer. That's true, Esco. Trust me, learn my lesson. I get a 4X or 7X, I'm selling it all. I don't. AOKG. Look. AOKG is right now he's going, guys. AOKG is a bull, right? But right now he's going through his bearish arc. It's kind of funny watching y'all, right? It is probably y'all say the same thing about me, right? When you watch somebody over the course of their career. So I watched AOKG, right, go from a person that was just always bullish, just like you can't stop this man from being bullish. It don't matter if it's Shiba Inu, dude is freaking bullish, right? To turn into almost a bear. I've never seen him talk like how he's been talking the last 2 months. So I guess we call that crypto anime. And right now he's going through character development. And through his like character development, I've seen him go from his bullish arc to his bearish arc. So it's just crazy like watching the development. Chart market, I'm converting 70% to Tesla. Means the common man is debt enslaved, and that's when they print trillions. Me too. I'm more bullish than ever. If crypto is a scam, why are you investing? Y'all, I think I started something in the chat. Let me check the poll. We got 52% saying bull trap, 64 votes, and we got 48. Oh, it's almost a 50-50, y'all. Y'all going crazy in the chat today. I love it. Are you actively telling your family and friends to put their money in these Ponzi's? If not, why not? All right, we got a 1v1 in the chat right now between Cinco and second two time, bro. Two time and Cinco going at it. We got a 1v1 in the chat. Yeah, I don't like my job and I'm more hungry and desperate. Yeah, it gets slow out here. Oh yeah, I forgot Wise Mine is in trucking too. Millie, I'm taking the profits and I'm gonna call you for a toast. You already know. Hit me up on Discord, man. We gotta talk anyway, bro. We gotta talk, bro. We gotta talk, AOKG, man. I've been telling AOKG to send one for the trenches, bro. Trump came out and already said meme coins are collectibles. Somebody got to send one for the trenches. News just don't understand yet, but they will be in a few years. Truth, not selling anything because I invest in swing trade. I just know it will go up, then sell some and hold. I love you, Crypto Billy. Appreciate you too, AOKG. Really, I know you hold it 50x. You smart. Nah, bro. I mean, no, bro. I've consolidated my portfolio, bro. I'm not holding all those like shit coins and altcoins that I did, but I am holding like, of course, Tau. Like I'm not like Tau is my baby. You know what I'm saying? Like I believe Tau can still 20x, 50x. I believe Tau is the next Google, like the next big. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how much I believe in Tau. If crypto is a scam, why is it in the reserve? Donna will make it better. Billy sentiment bipolar when he's swinging his green colored towel like a helicopter. Next, he's wearing his red. The end is near. Side and looking sad on the side. If you want to say that, if you want to look, hey, I'm not mad at Esco if that's how you feel. I don't think that my sentiment is bipolar though. I think my sentiment is based off the information that's given. You know what I mean? I'm not like, oh, we're like when we were straight had him green candles the last day. You ain't see me jump out, hooray, and be bullish. I'm still concerned. I'm still worried about uncertainty. So my bipolarness is based off my bipolarness is based off the information that I am looking at. It has nothing to do with green bubbles or red bubbles. Like shit, when everything was all red, yeah, I was bearish. I was bearish because I wish I had more money to buy the dip. That's why I was I was kind of hurt. Like, dang, it's bearish. But then again, I was also cautious because I see the uncertainty in the market, right? I'm seeing certain things. Pay attention to the comments. Pay attention to some of the comments in these YouTube videos. Even pay attention to what they saying in the chat. You know what I mean? You could tell that there's uncertainty, not just in crypto, but just the entire landscape of what's going on. So if you want to call that bipolar, Millie's bipolar. And it is what it is. It's still all love. It's still all love, Esco. You know I rock with you. You an OG on the channel. I've been holding 3 Bitcoins since 2015. I was supposed to be rich by now. If you were holding 3 BTC since 2015, why are you not rich, bro? I'm confused. What was Bitcoin price in 2015? Hold on, man. This man got me confused, bro. You've been holding Bitcoin since, what price did you buy Bitcoin though, right? I'm looking at the Bitcoin tether chart. What the hell am I looking at? That's not what I was looking for. Why do I keep going to the same chart, chat? Oh my God. Yeah, 2015. You bought 3 Bitcoin in 2015. What was the price of Bitcoin then? You bought 3 Bitcoin at like $240? That's like buying Tau right now. What if Tau go to like 100,000, right? and you buy a whole bunch of talent at $200. That's crazy. So you bought 3 Bitcoin at around $200, bro. And that 200 at the top turned to what? $300,000? I mean, you're not rich, I get it, but you got a well and enough money to like make shit happen, bro. 300K? You turn $600 into 300K at the top? That's a beautiful return. $600 to 300K at the top. Salute to you, bro. Salute to you, bro. You might not be like rich, but like you got enough money to make shit shake, bro. That is what's up, man. Salute to you, Mike. Trying to get like you, bro. Pepe in the house. 2 million Bitcoin left, 8 billion people, not even 3%. Yeah, man, it's getting scarce. Is crypto a scam or are you buying scam coins and getting robbed? Oh, so badge crypto and buy some dead NFTs. CZ, we got Pepe in the house. We got CZ in the house. This shit crazy, bro. CZ in the house. BTC is real, the only true king. The rest is hopium bullshit. XRP is real, and yes, I'm ain't no lie, president, but put us on housing schemes that wrecked the U.S. for years. You sure wasn't holding $3 of BTC? Okay, yeah. So you paid a little bit under 500 per coin. Yo, we gotta go OG in the chat, bro. W's in the chat for Mike, bro. Mike, you turned to like what? So you say a little bit under 500. So what you turn like 1,200? You turn like $1,500 into 300K. W's in the chat, Mike. W's in the chat, bro. We got a diamond hand legend with a diamond hand badge in the chat. Salute to Mike, bro. You should have kept buying more. I'll continue holding. You gonna hold to 1 million? Hey, you could at least sold 1 BTC. Mike, they try to get you to have paper hands. Y'all get off Mike, bro. We look, diamond hands is a dying breed, bro. Don't do that, chat. Chat, don't do that. Diamond hands is a diamond breed. Dying breed. We need diamond hands right now. Diamond hands is a dying breed, chat. Don't do that. Salute to you, Mike. W's in the chat. 1,500 to 300K. That's how you make a play. And even if you look at the time frame, 10 years, okay, it's 10 years. People don't never do that in their life in 10 years. People never make 300K in 10 years in their life. They never make 300K in their life, bro. Like, we looking at it like, oh, it's nothing. Bro, that's a hell of an achievement, dog. That's a hell of an achievement. Some of us will never be able to do that. W's in the chat for Mike, bro. Way to go, bro. 3 Bitcoin. If you sold at 100K at 330, man, that's a lot of money. Second time. Accumulated Bitcoin from investing, been connected. That's facts. I turned 300K into 30K. Ain't no way, Dr. Sheba. I don't even want. That would probably bought Huck to a coin Mexican. Dang, bro, got me. I'm trying to get like the broker whose house I'm working in, 7 million on the water here in Tampa. Let's go, Overcome. Let's go, bro. Hey, we all got big dreams, bro. We gonna hit them joints. That's a win, right, Esco? Mike lying. Right, Mike lying. Tails, why y'all on? Oh, y'all little bullshit. Y'all don't believe this man got diamond hands? I continue holding next cycle if could react 1 million and you could have 3 million. Talk to him, Wise. Talk to him, bro. Mike, if you got a consistent income and you really don't care about 300K, like, way to go, bro. Like, that take a lot of mental fortitude, bro. And if you can make it to BTC 1 million, way to go, bro. That's 3 M's. Yeah, that's W's, chat. Appreciate y'all, chat. Sell and buy meme coins like Pepe. Mike Clitoris should change his name to Mike Satoshi's. W's. Appreciate the W's in the chat. All right, y'all coming in bull trap. Bull trap coming in hot. It's literally almost, it was just 50% 50% poll, bro. This is why I know this is a direct example of the sentiment. Unfucking fucking certainty. Look at the poll. It's literally 50-50. That means nobody knows. We're not even going into like some people or most people are bullish or most people are bearish. Like no one truly knows, man. Yeah, this is a 24-hour casino. You know what, AOKG? I'm watching your bearish arc. You should have dumped on Michael Saylor, bought ETH and Solana, then staked them for hella passive income and keep compounding those dividends. Imagine Mike holding another 10 years. Wow, bro. Like if he make it to 1 million per BTC, bro, and he make it to 3 million, Captain Tectonic, what's up with Tectonic, bro? Is Tectonic back? Hold on, let me look. Let me look. I ain't seen a Tectonic warrior in like 10 years. Tectonic must be back, bro. Is Tonic back, chat? Chat, is Tonic back? Is it time for Millie to start making Tonic videos? Is Tonic back, chat? Uh-oh, we got a stock RSI cross on the flow. What confirmation? Is Crow ecosystem back? Bro. Tectonic, bro. Bro, Tectonic, bro. Can Tectonic get off? Tectonic, if Tectonic can't 5,000% from all-time highs, bro. Can you imagine throwing $1,000 in Tectonic and it just ripped 5,000%? What's that, a 50x? I don't know if Tectonic making my list, but it is interesting that this thing is like it is. Did we finally put in the floor? What happened to all those people that is the 4-year vaults about to unlock? Because I know a lot of people was putting money in them 4-year vaults, and when them things unlock, bro, is that going to create more pressure for Tectonic, more selling pressure? Next time on Crypto Ball Z. Next time on Crypto Ball Z. Captain Tectonic, I rock with you, Captain Tectonic. Just because you kept it real, you like, not yet. We ain't back yet. See, that's real. See, you can be a moon boy for your project, but when you keep it real about your project, bro, that's what I respect, bro. And I respect this. Just out of the comment, I respect that, bro. BTC will be the new capitals market in less than 10 years. Mike, the only thing I would tell you is dump it and buy XRP. Not financial advice. Holding 3 BTC should be the end goal, or at least 2. I like the way you think, Mexican Righteous. I like the way you think. Real estate now is capital markets that's going away. I have over 2,100 ICP, but don't buy. May add 100. Not financial, don't buy. ICP looks good, bro. ICP is a sleeper, bro. I view ICP from like when I think about like raw tech, I view it like I view Tau. I'm like, if ICP really get like Tau, you know how I say Tau could be the next Google? That's how I feel like I think ICP could be the next Google too when you think about it being its own hosting server, right? Like it doesn't need AWS. Like it literally is its own internet, right? It literally could be the next Google, right? A lot has to happen, but man, bro, ICP could be one of those ones that get like adopted. Like ICP got one of them XRP communities, and no matter what, people just believe in it, bro. And I wouldn't be surprised if ICP comes back strong, bro. Hey, yo, KG, you still rocking with ICP? I need to do some stuff at ICP. I'm intrigued by ICP, how you can like build stuff on top of it, and everything's on chain and it's its own internet server. Like I'm really, really bullish on that. The more and more I look into it, the more bullish I get on ICP. 10-year auto. Papa Gun. I like ICP too, Wise. I think it's a very interesting project, man. And when you know how everybody was like, "Oh, crypto is a scam," you know what I mean? I think like when you think about real projects, you got to look at stuff like Quant, HBAR, ICP. Like this is real tech. You know what I mean? XRP. You know, this is real tech. AXL, I told y'all about Axelar, DAG. I know, and a lot of people, Amelia, you talk about a lot of coins, but I'm have a watch list, and I have coins that I'm looking at that are beautiful setups, and if I get extra money or if I want to buy a coin, I got it already ready on my watch list. I don't got to do no research on it. Just because you research a coin or you say something about a coin doesn't mean you got to buy it every time. And that's just highly unrealistic, chat. Average ICP $34, so I'm down. Damn, bro, you bought ICP really high. Really, I'm an XRP maxi, but there are a lot of good projects with better gains. Mary 77, we got the bull in the house. Salute to my boy 77, rocking the Luka Doncic badge. You know what I'm saying? He bringing in the hopium in the chat. He says we are in a bull run. Let me check the poll. The poll says 51% bull trap, 49% bull run. We got 70 votes coming in, guys. Make sure you go vote. XRP is my super stable long-term investment. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I get it. I get it. I get it there. Um, I think max $35 and $40 for bull run on ICP. That's realistic. Dogecoin to $1. Let's check out Doge. Because you already know if Doge start running, that other dog gonna start running. Doge alarm Mars. I am also pretty impressed, chat, how what's that? What's the name? Baby Doge. I'm very impressed how Baby Doge was able to hold like its market cap compared to a lot of the other meme coins. Yeah, man. Yeah. Doge had pumped, bro. Doge had pumped right here. And then it went all the way up there. And then it just got rejected at the 618, which is 20 cent. On the weekly, you got to stock RSI across on Doge. Doge is looking good, man. Doge is looking good. It's been in like this downtrend, but if it can get back above the trend line here and put something similar to what we see, what bullish pendulum, bullish flag, whatever you want to call it. We can get back above this trend line, it'll be good. Doge doesn't look bad, man. You got to stock RSI across here. You move in the right direction. No confirmation yet, though, chat. No confirmation. So that Lux Algo. Yeah, the Lux Algo Ultimate RSI is also in an uptrend. Just put in a low. It looks like it's trying to put in a lower high. So, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. But I'm telling you what, man, if Dogecoin does run, Doge Elon Mars is gonna run with it. Elon been getting back bullish lately, so we're safe from the key man risk with Elon Musk. He was bearish for like 30 days. He already starting to see that's not a good idea, and now he's getting back bullish again. Elon just sits so good on this support. It does not want to come retest the lows, right? It just sits on this support, right? Which tells me this has to be the support. This has to be this red line, the first red line, right? And let me just make this the white line because this is the line where if it cross this, like throwing a white flag, it's over with. But this first red line, it holds it so well, chat. It holds it so well, which tells me sellers always get exhausted around 613 and 612. Seems like the sellers always get exhausted there. It's holding the support really, really well there. You just want to hope that this is accumulation and not distribution. You really want to hope that this is accumulation and not distribution. But it seems like it does not want to go and retest these lows. It just holds up. Nice, good support. Nice, good support, chat. ICP. No FUD here. I've been holding switch off that one on the XRP. Okay, a lot of XRP bullishness going on in the chat. Doge is the truth. I'm surprised Doge isn't in the stockpile. Yeah, that was surprising that we haven't seen Doge get mentioned as much as some of these altcoins when they're literally pushing the Department of Government Efficiency. But with Elon posting Doge, I think he posted Doge again yesterday. He posted Doge again yesterday. I think he posted like them holding the Doge like Simba. What these meme coins, man, it's a lot of good meme coins that's just been getting beat up, that's actually listed on exchanges, that actually have some really, really good setups. What are y'all favorite meme coins? Y'all just like Doge? XRP is like one of my childs that went off to college. You got 18 billion Elon tokens? Look like you really, really bullish. You really, really bullish. I didn't even know you was loading up on Elon. Do you still buy Shiba? Do you still buy Shiba Inu? We keep talking about if Doge along. We keep talking about if Dogecoin pumps, Doge along Mars is gonna pump. But what about Shiba, bro? I think Sheeb too. I think Sheeb pumps too. Chat. Oh man, Sheeb is looking really, really. Let's see if we got a bullish divergence here on Sheeb. You can see that the price is going down, right? You just put in a lower low there. All right, so you're definitely in like trying to start a downtrend. Which is funny because when I put my wave pattern on, it said we was gonna come and test right here, and that's exactly what we did. And now we're bouncing back up, man. And I made this months ago, and it did exactly, bro. I ain't even gonna say. Look, I ain't no TA guy, whatever you want to tell me, but you just see this was already created. I made this wave pattern months ago when AOKG was asking me about Shiba, and it did exact. Oh, sometimes I surprise myself, man. Wow, that is crazy. I should have traded this if I knew it was gonna be that damn on point. God damn, Millie. Oh no, I put the super trend on. Why did I put the super trend on? Not what I was trying to do. God damn, Millie. Yeah, you got a little bit of bullish divergence coming in, right? Ultimate RSI looks like it wants to put in a hold on. I'm looking at the wrong thing, my bad, chat. Oh shit. Stock RSI cross. Almost got confirmation. Sheeb looks good too, man. Sheeb has a really, really good setup. I would just worry about it getting rejected at the 618. And if it continues to like chop around in this area, right? Because the uncertainty doesn't mean it's going to break the 618. Maybe it just chops around this area for a while and then goes up. Who knows? Or goes down, right? Just depends on accumulation or distribution, I would say. That's kind of interesting right there, though. Yeah, Sheeb is interesting, man. Sheeb is definitely interesting. Oh man, I know y'all still not saying that. Elon, the future of Mars. Oh man, come on, y'all. I'm not even finna get into that conversation. All right, let's get into some of these comments. Y'all been going crazy. Moondang. Let's check out Moondang. I thought we looked at Moondang yesterday. I thought we looked at Moondang yesterday, man. Y'all want to look at Moondang again? Y'all want to look at Moondang again? Weekly is loading up. Not much information to go off besides it's severely oversold. So it's severely oversold, right? If this ends up being the floor, maybe it bounces from here. If not, it could set some new lows, bro. It can go. It can go for the reset of new lows, right? When you think about this thing just bleeding on out, right? This is a meme coin, right? You know, so you want to see it actually hold this box right here. Let's just call this the floor box. It needs to hold the floor box because if it doesn't hold the floor box, and it's a good chance that this thing gets wrecked. All right, you just gotta need this thing to hold this box here. You want to see it hold the box of glory as support. You don't want to see it start to dip down. Let's just hope the daily is not too overbought. Ah, yeah. Daily is overbought. Ooh, that sucks. Yeah, this looks like this wants to go lower, buddy. Looks like the downtrend is not over yet. And stock RSI is literally dead on the weekly, on the longer time frames. There's a good chance that this goes lower, man. Sorry to tell you, this looks actually bearish. Moondang looks bearish short term. Looks like it wants to go retest some of these lows down here in this red box. Stock RSI reversal confirmed with the cross. Definitely not a very bullish thing there. Yeah, I would take my time with Moondang, man. Moondang keeps getting rejected at these moving averages on the daily, and it looks like it's just slowly bleeding, man. Still a lot of people in major profit with this token because it ran so fast because of those listings. I'll be a little bit careful with Moondang, buddy. I would be careful with the Moondangs. The Doge is a meme coin bullshit. It has no utility. Doge, Department of Government Efficiency. Pepe has to be the most loved. Depends on your perspective. Doge, Call, Pepe, She, Bunk. Those are your favorite. Toshi and Dejin. Oh, you like that Binance token by CZ, Mubarak? Pepe the Flip Sheeb. Interesting. I'm still up 18% in Shiba Inu. That's what's up, man. I know you was an OG investor. People sleeping on Sheeb, but when the alt season start, their ecosystem will get hella volume. You truly believe that, man? A lot of people who even were like Sheeb maxis are bearish on like the ecosystem. Let's get these cryptos in the trenches. Which ones? Damn. Yeah, it's hard to talk about trenches on the channel, man. Salute to those YouTubers that do like live trench trading, but nah, I try to, you know, maybe in like the council or the Patreon, but nah. Doge on Mars, when ETH spikes, the altcoins under base layer will explode. Yeah, I think there's some good base memes, right? I'm really big fan of what's that? Ski Dog, and Ski Mask Dog, and I think Miggles is partnered with Coinbase. So yeah, Miggles is partnered with Coinbase, man. So you know, I think Miggles can do well as well. It's literally partnered with Coinbase. It's in a downtrend on the daily. Things still getting wrecked on the daily, man. Things are still getting wrecked on the daily, but this Miggles is partnered directly with Coinbase. So this might be the Coinbase token of choice outside of Brett. No, Brett, they've done some marketing for Brett as well. To be fair, all based on the layer currency, which is ETH. When people are sleeping, they'll wake up when it's time for my exit liquidity. Bar is a good play. Made 500 on that one. Yeah, I seen a lot of the Elon influencers talking about Caballero. Thoughts on Jasmine, CZ? When y'all gonna stop like being bearish on Jasmine, bro? Let's talk about Jasmine. Good question. Jasmine is still bearish on the daily. Look at that downtrend. Look at this look at this distribution on Jasmine on the daily. Oh my God, people, what are y'all doing? I don't don't know, man. It's trying to hold up, but this looks like it's gonna put in a lower high, and the stock RSI shows it's telling me that it wants to go down. So even we got a little uptrend forming here, you still got a bit of a bearish divergence as the stock RSI here is trending to the downside, right? Putting in a lower high and going for a lower low. So a bit of a bearish divergence here. So I'm not really thinking that this is a strong move, even though it looks like it wants to start an uptrend. Technically on the daily still looks bearish. A little bit of divergence there. As far as a long-term perspective for Jasmine, let's see. I mean, you got the stock RSI cross, but it's actually the RSI is dead right now, Jasmine. You got the cross, but it's dead. This also is a lower low. This is a lower low from here. This is a lower low, and it's in a severe downtrend, even on the weekly. It has a very, very bearish weekly chart. The Jasmine weekly chart kind of looks like direct, looks just like ETH, right? It's like a direct representation of Ethereum. It wouldn't be looking as bad if we didn't get that FUD from Binance and UCZ. Probably why you asked about it, but the fundamentals haven't changed. AI is only going stronger, and more data is only going to be required for the strength of AI. So we'll just leave it at that. Stock RSI on the weekly is dead, but how long will it stay like that, right? I mean, when we go to look at, and I'm not comparing, Jasmine to Tesla, but I'm just comparing the stock RSI here. When I go look at the stock RSI on Tesla, you can see how it was dead for a while, and then finally we had that stock RSI cross, and we started to see some movement. I mean, you can already see here the Jasmine stock RSI is dead, but if it starts to trend to the upside, especially here on the weekly, we can finally see some movement from Jasmine. Yeah, he's funny, isn't he? We're already getting regulation on crypto. Like, bro, regulation is happening every day. They just they're improving stable coins. They're dropping cases every day. That like last week they dropped a new case. Bar is a good one too. It looks like a ski slope. You see it there, straight down, right? Yeah, he is funny, wise minds. Borrower, yeah, it's a pretty new token, right? So if it's, I would wait. Borrower is a pretty new token, so just be a little bit cautious with newer tokens unless they already had a 70% drop. So if Borrower already has had its 70% dip, like every meme coin has, yeah, but if it hasn't had the dip yet, I would be a little bit wary. Okay, so it did have its dip. Yeah, it had its dip. It had its dip, man, and whoever bought the bottoms of bar, eating good. It had a nice good dip too. Look at that. A dip into a double booty cheek. You see that? It dipped into a double booty cheek. I ain't never see that before. Some some puppies. Jed, it dipped to some puppies, bro. It went to like a not the double bottom, but the double booty cheek with some puppies. Oh yeah, man. Whoever bought here, great, right? You seeing some gains up there. A little overbought though on the daily, so moving averages are trending to the upside, so that's pretty bullish. Overbought, but no sign of confirmation yet. We did get the cross, but it's not a below 80, so no sign of confirmation. Still looks still a bit bullish, right? Still a bit bullish, man. Still a bit bullish right here. Um, Still a bit bullish. Yeah. You want to see you hold that structure, right? Over 2489, 52489. That's not bad. And then from the floor, if you bought the floor, damn, you're up 4x right now. That is crazy. That's a 4x move for anybody that bought the floor. What was the floor? Was March 25th? What's this, the daily? What's today? 28th, 27th, or it's the 27th? And this was what? Oh, I'm about to say. So anyone who bought this on like March 1st till now is literally up almost 5x. At the top was up, yeah, it was up 5x at the top. So if you put $1,000 in this, you already made 4 grand. That's what's up. This is a crypto.com meme, man. I'll have to pay attention to it. I was wondering why I seen Elon influencers covering this, but yeah, the community looks pretty strong as well. They did the double booty cheat. The puppies. What you know about Jerry Lawler? Called wait, bro. Y'all know I used to watch wrestling back in the day. The puppies, baby. Yo, you ever watch wrestling now as an adult? The back in the day wrestling, bro. The stuff that they were doing back in the day, they would get canceled today. Like the shit that dumb females was going through with wrestlers and wrestling and Vince and them boys back in the day, they would get canceled today. They would get canceled today. I was watching some old wrestling with it was Randy Savage and it was Debo off Friday. I didn't even know Dog was a wrestler, bruh. But I was watching they promos and man, they had to been on the booger sugar. They had to been on the booger sugar the way they was acting. Bro was sweating and then Debo was like extra crunk. What's that? Randy Savage, he had to been off the booger sugar the way he was acting. That's wow. If there's a correlation between the DXY and crypto movements, yeah, usually the DXY is inverted to specifically Bitcoin, right? And then if you want to say crypto, fine, but specifically Bitcoin. Let's see here. How's the DXY looking on the weekly? DXY is going. It has been going back up, right? But looks like it's about to go back down. So I don't know, man. With liquidity coming in, DXY stock RSI cross, but it's oversold and it's bearish oversold, right? Um, Looks like we did have that what's this? Head and shoulders pattern. It broke down. And it looks like it wants to go lower, right? It looks like it wants to get rejected at these moving averages to go lower. I'm not really seeing much strength, but Trump can tweet and change all of that. So, just keep that in mind. All right, chat. I'm gonna get up out of here. It's been 2 hours. We went crazy today. Vince. Jumper. That's why BitBoy had to leverage for that booger sugar. Savage was that dude. I have borrowed stake is still down 40%. Yeah, if you bought at the top, yeah, you are down. Chat, I got to get up out of here. It's been one. Appreciate everybody that showed up to the chat today, man. Appreciate y'all. We had fun today. We went live for 2 hours. Like, subscribe, comment on all of the content, share the content. I really would appreciate that. And thank you for everybody that showed up to the stream. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the likes. You know what I'm saying? And we'll keep this thing rolling. Enjoy your what's that? Thirsty Thursday? Yeah, first day of the second half of the working week. Enjoy it. No problem, pretty. I'm gonna see y'all. I gotta go. Appreciate y'all guys.